Example 2. 5 years ago, Brenda was 4/5 as old as Leighton. 10 years from now, she will be 7/8 as old as Leighton. How old is each now? So, they want to know their ages now, right? But they don't tell us anything about their ages now. We know about 5 years ago and 10 years from now. But again, I'm being asked this. So, if I put Mary and Leighton, or sorry, Brenda. Sorry, Mary. There's Mary and another problem I saw earlier today. Sorry, Brenda. Yeah, that would be really confusing. I didn't say anything about Mary. How are you supposed to do it? So Brenda and Leighton, there we go. You'll see on the back page that there's a problem about Mary. I saw that one earlier. So anyway. So Brenda and Leighton. So I'm going to go ahead and put now. I'm going to say Brenda's B years old now, Leighton's L years old now. Always set up their ages now as the variables, because it's very easy then to age them or make them younger based on, going back in time or going forward in time. So it says 5 years ago, that means in the past, right? So 5 years ago, Brenda and Leighton would both be 5 years younger, right? So B minus 5 would be Brenda, L minus 5 would be Leighton. And then we have 10 years from now, that's 10 years in the future, right? 10 years later. 10 years later than now, so B plus 10 and L plus 10. All right, so the top fact has to do with their 5 years ago ages, and the middle fact has to do with their 10 years later ages. Their question is, how old are they now? We're trying to find both L and B. All right, so if we take a look at fact number 1. Brenda was 4/5 as old as Leighton. Who's older? Brenda, right? Leighton's, Leighton's older, right?
Yeah.
Brenda's 4/5 as old as Leighton. So Leighton's older, Brenda's younger. All right. If I multiply 4/5 times the number, does it make it bigger or smaller? Smaller, right? So if I take Brenda's age 5 years ago, B minus 5, and Leighton's age 5 years ago, L minus 5, we take the number 4/5 times the bigger age to get the smaller age, right? So we're going to take 4/5 times Leighton's age to get Brenda's age. 10 years from now, she will be 7/8 as old as Leighton. Who's older?
Leighton.
Should still be Leighton, right? They're aging the same amount, right? That's like, I think it should be Leighton, but just they ask these questions. So Leighton's still older. So again, Brenda's age then in 10 years, Leighton's age in 10 years. 7/8 is going to make something smaller, so 7/8 times the big number makes the smaller number, right? So again, establish size of numbers and just know how multiplication works. If you're multiplying by something bigger than one, you make it bigger. Smaller than one, you make it smaller. So bigger times fraction makes smaller. Bigger times fraction makes smaller. Now, this system's a little uglier because of the fractions, so what I would probably do is simplify, get rid of the fractions, then I'm ready to go. So if I take these equations and simplify first, this is B minus 5, and this is going to be 4/5 L minus 4. 4/5 times 5 is 4, right? The only fraction left now is the 4/5. Multiplication by 5 gets rid of that. So I'm going to get 5B minus 25 equals 4L minus 20. I would move the 4L left, the 25 right, so that gives me 5B minus 4L is equal to positive 5. 25 moves over, becomes positive, right? I have trouble writing my 5s today. Negative 25, 20 plus 25 makes positive 5. The 4L moves left, becomes negative. 5B is positive. For the green equation, if I multiply the 7/8 there, I'm going to get B plus 10 equals 7/8 L plus, and that'll be 70/8. It reduces to 35/4, but the common denominator is still 8, so it doesn't matter if you reduce it. Multiply the entire equation times 8 to get rid of the fractions. I'm going to get 8B plus 80 equals 7L plus 70. Move the 80 to the left, move the 7L to the right, or sorry, 80 to the right, 7L to the left. I'm going to end up with 8B minus 7L equals negative 10. So then I get myself a pretty decent system of equations there. Elimination works better on this structure. I'd probably get rid of the L's. Number's a little bit smaller. So I'm going to multiply the red equation times a positive 7. I'll multiply the green equation times a negative 4. 5b times 7 is 35b. 7 times negative 4l is negative 28l. 7 times 5 is 35. Negative 4 times 8b is negative 32b. Negative 4 times negative 7l is positive 28l. And negative 4 and negative 10 is positive 40. 28l's cancel, so I get 3b is equal to 75. Divide, I get b is equal to 25. Once I know what b equals, I go back. Let's go to the red equation. 5 times 25 is 125. Minus 4l is equal to 5. 125 moves over, so negative 4l is equal to negative 120. So L is equal to 30. So Brenda's age now 25, Layton's age now 30. If we wanted to verify again, just to verify they actually work, looking at their 5-year-ago age, Brenda would be 20 and Layton 5 years ago is 25. 25 times 4/5 is equal to 20, so that works out. Looking at 10 years from now, Brenda will be 10 years older, that's 35. Layton will be 10 years older, that would be 40. 40 times 7/8 equals 35, that also works out. So we can verify the facts there, but there's Layton, there's Brenda.